Hey, ewa salame, babak no papier, ewa salame, zingzalbim, ewa salame, hey, hey. Hey.
Hi guys, my name is Indigo and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today we're going to be testing out TikTok makeup trends. Ooh. I've kind of done a little sneak peek because obviously I had to pick out the videos, but for the most part I don't really remember what was on it, so don't worry, this is still going to be my first impressions because we all know I have the brain of a goldfish. So I have all the products laid out here and I'm so ready to get started. But before we start, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, comment and subscribe and turn on post notifications, and now let's get started. Alrighty, so the first thing is base. So I'm gonna put on my AirPods because I kind of want to listen to this without interfering with the audio, so I don't mean to be rude here. I'm sorry if I butchered these names, guys. I'm so bad at these, but I'm gonna leave the video right here. I'm gonna give them full credit. This one is made by a girl named Gabrielle. So let's watch Gabrielle's video.
If you wear makeup, watch. Change your whole routine and try this instead. Moisturize first. Then after moisturizing, take some translucent powder. I usually use the Fit Me.
I got it. I actually already applied my moisturizer, so we're just gonna skip that step. Before we continue, this audio was a pain. The whole time I was looking for makeup hacks, this is the only audio that popped up and it made me want to die. But let's continue.
Take some translucent powder. I usually use the Fit Me one, and I just lightly dab it all over my face. Not too much.
Okay, so we're gonna lightly dab our setting powder on our face. I'm gonna be using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Y'all, this is really good. I'm just gonna use my little powder brush. I'm scared, I don't wanna put too much on. The good thing is that I have oily skin, so I can totally tell when it's covered and when it's not. Thank the Lord. Oh my god, I forgot to do my brows. They're so ugly.
Then take some setting spray. It could be any setting spray. I usually use the NYX one.
I'm gonna use my setting spray. I'm gonna be using the Continuous Setting Spray by Morphe. You guys already know. I actually already do this before I apply my foundation, so that's nothing new for me.
After the setting spray, take a primer and just put your primer. Also, wait for the setting spray to dry first.
That's a good little tip right there. I was about to plop on the primer on top of the wet skin. There's actually this other girl that also had a base hack. I didn't include her video because it was kind of like clashing this one, but I am gonna use her tips. She specifically said that she uses 3 primers. That's kind of crazy, but I do actually have the primers here right now. She used like another base one, but I'm just gonna use my sunscreen because this is my favorite primer hands down. So we're gonna apply my sunscreen. This is by Dermatology. It is really good and it's so good underneath makeup and I use a lot. So allegedly the reason that you wanna do all these steps is because it's gonna make your foundation look really good and it's gonna last all day and it's gonna look airbrushed, but we will be the judges of that in a second. I will say though, my skin does feel softer than normal right now. And then after that, the girl said that she goes in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I am neutral on this product. I like it for my eyeshadows, but I can't remember if I liked it for my base, so I guess we're about to find out. But the reason that she did say that she uses this is because it has a lot of grip, which is very true. This primer is really sticky. We are applying a lot of product onto our face, guys. I hope I don't break out tomorrow. And then lastly, the girl went in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer to like fill in the pores. I mean, right off the bat, this is a very expensive routine. The Tatcha one alone is like $30 and the Hydro Grip Primer is also another $30. That's $60 already on primer on top of the base one, so we'll see the results. I'm not gonna let the price kind of speak for it, but at the same time, it's also something to take into account.
Then just put on your foundation and just see what happens and how amazing your makeup is gonna look. And it's gonna stay on 24/7 and it's not gonna crease.
Okay, that was a lot of claims. And she sounded very confident, which is great, but basically she just said apply just your foundation. So we're just gonna stop there because we do have different steps and different techniques to try out in a second. For now, I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty foundation. She made it sound like I'm supposed to be like prepared to be wowed. Actually, before I apply this foundation, let me just like touch the skin. And I'm not gonna lie, my skin feels really good right now. My skin feels really calm. Which is weird because we just piled up a lot of product. Anyways, enough stalling. It is helping the foundation spread a lot more. I'm using less foundation than I normally would. As for the skin texture, I think it's doing all right. It's not doing anything magical, kind of like getting rid of my pores or anything. You know, I think people say that, they're kind of exaggerating. I mean, at the end of the day, it's makeup and you're putting it on top of pores. If you have big pores, don't expect miracles. So I didn't expect that, and I'm not holding that against this technique at all. I will say though, I think my skin does look a little bit better than normal. That could entirely be placebo. I could be completely seeing things because I want to see them. No guys, I think I actually see a difference. First of all, this is a matte foundation. I know that I really prime my skin well when I have that natural finish to my matte foundations, because even though they're meant to be matte, they're also not supposed to be like Sahara Desert type dry. Come on now. Like, they're meant to have like a little bit of a skin finish. And right now, I definitely am getting that. I think in the monitor, it might look a little bit more porcelain than in real life, but the texture that I have definitely does not translate to me as a makeup. It just translates as skin. So I think for now, this technique is a win. So we're gonna do our concealer next. We're gonna be doing the technique by the Amanda Ensing.
I'm gonna show you this life-changing facelift concealer hack. This is how I used to do my concealer, triangle under the eye. It's a very bright, very dramatic concealer everywhere. With this technique, you strategically place it on the inner and outer corner of the eye going upwards, and this will lift the face. If you have dark circles, just use a color corrector before your concealer. This uses less product, so it looks more natural, but you can use it for everyday or dramatic looks. I always set my concealer with a powder just to make sure that nothing creases.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my regular Tarte Shape Tape, and essentially what she did, which was the strangest thing that I've never seen anybody do, is she put the concealer in her inner eye, and then she went ahead and did this whole line up here, which I am somewhat familiar with, and then she also went ahead and did it on her nose, which was strange, and also here. And then she's gonna blend it out inwards. Allegedly, my skin is supposed to look snatched after this. We'll see, we'll see. It would have been nice if they specified if it had to be a brightening concealer or not. Okay, and then she went ahead and said that she sets it just like everything else. Here's with, obviously, and then here's without. I think that definitely is a win as well, but I can't help but think, I think this looks like the same as like my regular makeup routine. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal this side of my face and I'll be right back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and brush off this powder. Okay, y'all, so what do we think? I'm thinking I look the same that I do regularly. I'm not sure though. So while I'm baking, I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my face as well. I could not find any makeup hacks on bronzing or contouring, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it off camera. Bronzer is done, and I also highlighted my face since there is no highlighting hack as well. However, I did purposefully leave out my nose, and that's because we do have a makeup hack for the nose contour, which I am scared to follow because, first of all, this girl's name is the Fashion Freak. Look at her nose. It's perfect. Mine is not, but at the end of the day, this video is still a challenge, so I do want to try it out. So let's see what she has to say. Did that. She is so hot. Can't relate. I don't know if that was cream product or powder product. I think the way that she blended it out, that definitely had to be cream. The creams that I use don't necessarily go good on top of powder. I'm gonna try my bronzer, maybe. Hoola bronzer. Okay, and then she just like blended it out. Oh, let's try this side maybe. She was blending it outwards. She wasn't concentrating it, so she was kind of like pushing it outwards. Yeah, my crooked nose could never. Here's the thing, I totally think that this definitely works on her nose because she already has like that little swoop nose. Like I feel like when I do get my rhinoplasty, that's exactly how I'm gonna do my contour. But right now, my nose said, hey, ooh. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, so I kind of fixed it, but like from the front angle, it still looks just a little bit too brown for my liking. Okay, so next we're gonna do our brows. We're gonna do some fluffy brows today because I've never actually done fluffy brows. This one is by Haley Buix. Hair glue. I don't have that. I have brow gel. Ooh, that's a lot. Got you. I don't think I have a brow pen either, guys. Just gonna glop on a lot of brow gel and then just start brushing upwards and only upwards. The good thing is that I actually have a lot of brow, so I don't even have to do or worry about the whole brow pen or whatever. Fluffy brow, not fluffy brow. That did a big difference, wow. This is a little tedious. You have a very small frame of time that you can actually work with your brows. This brow's not looking too hot. All right guys, so how do we feel? I definitely look a lot more masculine now with these brows. I don't hate them, but like, they're not my favorite thing on the planet. Alrighty, so next we're gonna do the eyes, and there's nothing more TikTok trendish than fox eye makeup. So I'm finally going to try it, even though I'm not really the biggest fan of it. Oh, this one's by the same girl. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna have to mute this song because I don't want to get copyrighted. Oh, pause. Okay, so we have to cut our lashes. Okay, I'm gonna use some old lashes. Also, the fact that she did her eyeliner after applying her lashes. Okay, so she cut off 1/3 of her lash. I'm assuming it's the inner part of the lash. Okay, so we've got our little cut lash over here. This one's gonna be a little hard. I've never actually put a lash on like this before. You have to like melt it in with your lash. You're gonna apply a higher, oh my gosh, I kind of see what they're trying to do. Oh, so you fill the inside in, but you don't actually make like a wing past this. You don't make a wing, you just fill it in. Got you. Alrighty, y'all, NYX Epic Ink Liner, y'all already know. This is a lot of work for like a tiny little trick like this. Come on, y'all. I don't know if I did it wrong or not. No, I don't like it. I'm gonna use our mascara, melt them together, which you guys already know. I hate doing that so much because it just lifts the fake lash. I don't understand why people do this. I don't know, that was a lot of work for what I actually had to do there. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other half of camera and I'll be right back. Lashes are on and I feel indifferent. I don't know, guys. I feel like the lashes are just maybe a little too extra. From a distance, they look fine, but when you get really up close, you can see the clear distinction that this is definitely not on my lash line. But anyways, on to the final step. We are going to do the lips now. So I actually came across a very interesting one with the lips. This one is by this girl named Deja.Zane, and she uses eyeshadow to line her lips. I'm gonna hydrate the lips first. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the Glow Recipe Lip Pop. This smells so good. So I don't have that shade, but I have a very similar lip gloss by Morphe. This one's called Boho. We're gonna go ahead and use that because it is still moisturizing. e.l.f. eyeshadow. And then to the center as well, and then she applied like a clear gloss. Ooh, we do. We have the same exact shades in the Je M'Esquire, the Movement palette. Oh my god. Okay, there you go. There you go, but bang. Let's try it. Let's try it. Okay, so she said one swipe, one swipe. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Vitalip Coconut Oil Lip Gloss. It's been a minute since I've used this little thing. Still my favorite lip gloss though, let's not play. Alrighty, so that is it in terms of all the makeup hacks. I'm gonna go ahead and just set everything in place. And while I'm drying up, I'm also going to go ahead and do my hair and I'll be right back for the final reveal. Alrighty guys, I am back and I did my, I don't know why my voice sounds like this. This is crazy. Am I getting sick? Let's pretend we don't hear my voice leaving my body. Overall, I like it, I do. I kind of look like Dua Lipa. Like not like her, but there's like a specific music video that she kind of has her makeup done like this. So the foundation itself and the whole technique and whatnot, my skin does look good. But quite frankly, I don't know, my makeup just kind of looks a little bit more mucky. We're not even gonna talk about the nose contour. That was not it. At all. I don't really know how I feel about the skin quite yet. The whole Fox Eye thing, hard pass. I think for what it is, there was a whole lot of more work that I had to put in than what I got delivered. When you get up close to somebody, it looks very awkward. As for the concealer, I actually do think it did give me like a facelift effect, so it definitely did do that. However, I also see like the center of my face is kind of lacking in a little bit of like push forward. I could easily fix that with my transformation powder. However, that's not the challenge, sweaty. So I'm gonna leave it at that. As for the brows, they're cute, they're different, they're cute. And honestly, all I really did was put some brow gel on. Like that was pretty easy. As for the lips, you can totally tell that I used like some powder and it's like moving and whatnot. Gloss isn't really it. I mean, she looked stunning with it, so I don't know, maybe I did it wrong. But despite all of that, I really do think that the mug kind of came together and it does look pretty good for what it is. I wouldn't mind going out right now like this. Like, this is cute, this is cute. So those were the TikTok trends for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Did you guys like how my makeup came out? Or do you want to start using some of these tricks? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys in the future. Bye-bye.